Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. It's the Washington Huskies and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Buffaloes will kick off first, and here we go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Washington. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? They'll go with Washington. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit.
Headed outside, it's Welch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lewis. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. Play fake, Lewis. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Man, what a response by this defense. First down, you give up 9 yards and set them up in great position on second down, but nice pass defense, staying disciplined on second down, and then third down, just meeting the physical challenge. Great job by this defense responding to a poor first down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The run inside. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the delay, it's Welsh. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Third down from the gun, Lewis. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. Because he's...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Young. Makes a pass to Marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. He it's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the move, it's Welch.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Here comes the heat. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third down, here's Washington. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Fourth down, Williams. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Washington right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Throwing, Williams. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Lewis to throw. Under fire. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Booth. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Lewis. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. He might want another play. Williams to throw for it on fourth. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throwing. Lewis. Good timing on the quick out. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. So they're facing third and short from the 25. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, this quarterback's at I think makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the... Finding some room. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On the gun on third down, Lewis. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Picks up the first down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Colorado! They've got the lead here in the fourth. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Huskies will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some screens in, but nobody on defense fooled that time.
Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Play action with Williams. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right on the money. Touchdown, Washington. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The Huskies back on top, setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lewis bears the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to...
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Defense playing a bail technique. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Touchdown, Huskies. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Booth. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Lewis to throw. He'll pull it down. Can't get him to the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Lewis wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. 4th down, Lewis. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete, and they... It's Husky Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the ball's ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Here's a little room there. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Takes the easy completion. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Going for it all. To the end zone, and is picked off. Oh, he got loose. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Williams on the play fake. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play... like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The run inside. It's Washington. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart.
He's loose down the left side. he slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a breaks into the open. The 20, the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
He's loose on the right. The 40, the 30, the 20, past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it down the field. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Goes high to pull it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Play fake, Williams. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires on the move. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Handoff. Washington goes left. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Now on the move. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Williams. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Carr. There's a crease. Past the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Here's a heat, and he never had a chance. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Tight end now in motion. He wants to change this route. Williams. Bringing the heat. And they got him. This will likely be the last play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Carr. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Under fire. And they can't connect a costly